Johnston, here's your host, Bryce Stewart.
Welcome, everyone. Bonjour. Sylvie, you look great, but you sound exhausted. Where have you been?
Toute une aventure, Bryce. J'ai voyagé par autobus, petits autobus, volé sur des gros avions, des moins gros avions et des très très petits avions. J'ai dormi dans des hôtels, des motels, des résidences universitaires, des vieilles résidences et même chez les gens de la belle région du nord de l'Ontario.
Talk about the key leadership attributes of resilience and adaptability. Where exactly did you go?
Nous sommes partis d'Halifax. Nous avons pris l'avion jusqu'à Thunder Bay, puis Sault Sainte-Marie. Un petit avion jusqu'à Cochrane, passé un samedi soir à Sudbury, un arrêt en autobus à Sturgeon Falls pour la poutine et les bobos, North Bay, Mattawa, et nous voici maintenant à Ottawa avec vous. How about you?
Actually, Sylvie, we were on the same trip. As you may fondly remember, we had some 37 meetings and introductions. So many meetings that with their introductions, well, they got rather stale and we started revealing intimate details about ourselves. Our first cars, our signature dance moves, and when we were at the OPP headquarters in North Bay, how to beat a speeding ticket. We also asked our hosts about their most intimate details, and it shocked and disarmed them.
Et Bryce, n'oublie surtout pas nos 325 épinglettes, 350 crayons, 98 sacs porte-clés, tasses et livres. La bonne nouvelle, c'est qu'on n'aura aucun magasinage à faire pour les fêtes. So, what's on the show tonight?
Well, we have a Type A team that was assembled. They were full of multi-talented individuals from across this country. The team was compiled of leaders from labor, environment, healthcare, government, both private and public sectors, military with our military liaison officer, banking, and also entrepreneurs. What we have lined up today are 3 hard-hitting exposés. And what we'll start with first is going to be a revealing look at Canada.
Thanks, Bryce. Here's what we learned about Canada. Canada may be a large country, but communities, large and small, those thriving and those trying to make a comeback, are the real source of power. We learned so much from the communities we visited. While communities and people are unique, there are principles that connect.
In all parts of Northern Ontario, we found wisdom. The wisdom to connect, the wisdom to bring together agendas, big and small.
La grandeur de notre pays ne se mesure véritablement que par sa capacité à communiquer d'une région à l'autre. Les décisions que nous devons prendre ne résistent parfois pas à une logique économique, mais au fait que nous sommes un très grand pays qui a la responsabilité d'occuper tout son territoire.
There was respect for culture, respect for history.
Ceux qui occupent notre territoire, du sud au nord, mais aussi d'est en ouest, assurent la souveraineté de notre pays. Les leaders que nous sommes ont pour responsabilité de rappeler à ceux qui nous gouvernent qu'ils doivent assurer les communications entre nos communautés et prendre des décisions qui tiendront en compte les perspectives de tous les Canadiens.
The courage was downright inspirational. In moments of quiet and in laughter, we had and felt the humility. The honesty surprised us and made our experience so rich. Truth was so powerful, but not always easy.
And with many communities, we fell in love. Canada, we are so proud.
Nous sommes tombés en amour avec plusieurs communautés. Nous sommes si fiers d'être Canadiens.
That was great. What did you think, Sylvie?
Je retiens qu'au Canada, nous avons toutes les ressources et les qualités requises pour relever nos défis. Nous avons toutefois la responsabilité de mieux communiquer et de mieux coordonner nos efforts.
Now, let's give out some awards for great examples of success in some of the communities that we visited.
Bonne idée, Bryce. Our first award is for great leadership in communication. The nominees are the City of Thunder Bay, the City of Sault Ste. Marie, and the City of Sudbury.
Now, to help me out, please welcome Frank Carr and talk a little bit about the winner.
Nice to see you. And the winner is the City of Sault Ste. Marie. Sault Ste. Marie was chosen as the winner, not just because His Excellency is from there. The community was faced with dying industries. All sectors banded together and created a process to agree on new sustainable industries that they could be world leaders in. Every stakeholder we visited in the community knew the city's vision and the role they needed to play for future success.
Thanks, Frank. The second award we'd like to give out is for the most sustainable waterfront development. The nominees are the City of Thunder Bay, the City of Sudbury, and the City of North Bay.
The winner is the City of North Bay. North Bay is a community banded together and created a total vision of a revamped waterfront that will be phased in over a number of years. They have engaged a large number of passionate volunteers that keep the spirit of the vision alive phase after phase. And they have a beautiful carousel that they rebuilt themselves.
Thanks, Frank. I'll get Julian to help you with the next two.
Thanks, Bart.
Now the award for the coveted award for Best Mascot. The nominees are the giant nickel in Sudbury, the carved wooden statue of the world-renowned lumberjack Big Joe Muffro in Mattawa, and the lightning-struck rock from Thunder Bay's Economic Development Boardroom.
And winner of the 2012 Best Mascot is Sudbury's Big Nickel. Not because the Big Nickel is Canada's most visited roadside attraction, but because it draws all ages to interactive learning and research about sustainable science and technology. Also in Sudbury, we discovered the Living with Lakes Center and Dr. John Gunn, who persevered for 14 years with his vision for a new research center.
The final award is for inspirational leadership. This was the toughest one, but the nominees are Catherine Dupree from the City of Thunder Bay, Tom Morris from Wasawa Airways, and Commander Craig Sharper from the Royal Canadian Navy.
And for this one, they're all winners. Despite many hurdles, Catherine advanced the Thunder Bay waterfront development. She translated the vision visibly with art, tributes to Aboriginal culture, founding industries, and spoke with such passion it left us with a lasting impression. Aboriginal leader and Wasawa Airways CEO Tom Morris met with us at Confederation College in Thunder Bay. Tom's humility is all the more remarkable given that he has run a very successful business in a difficult environment. Tom built bridges between Aboriginal communities and business. He stressed the importance of training and keeping politics away. Commander Craig Sharpen, with less than 24 hours' notice, led the men and servicewomen of the Navy vessel HMCS Charlottetown into volatile waters off the coast of Libya. Commander Sharpen was so open in sharing his personal reflections as a leader. He spoke about the power of communication as he led the close-knit community of Canadian forces.
Thanks, Julian. Congratulations to all our winners. Now let's turn things over to Rob Giacobucci with a live report on leadership in sustainable communities.
Bryce, Rob Giacobucci reporting to you live here in Ottawa on behalf of the Ontario 3 Study Group. I'm here talking with people to get their views on leadership in sustainable communities. Gentlemen, excuse me, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Hey, walk and talk.
What are your views on leadership?
We've got to move to a presentation right now, so I don't know. You got to be approachable. No directives. No, you got to stay consistent.
Shake things up.
Shake things You gotta have vision. Focus. Focus nothing if you can't adapt to change. Take risks.
Whoa,
You gotta find passion.
You two have entirely different views on leadership. Let me ask you this. What are your views on sustainable community?
It's easy. You gotta network.
No, Dominic.
No, you gotta have sustainability.
No, you need growth and expansion.
You need to think local.
No, think global.
Community pride.
Well, I guess you have to have common vision.
You gotta be resilient.
And you have to respect the past and the future.
You gotta have clarity of your purpose.
And perhaps, most importantly, you have to respect one another and build good relationships.
All of these principles need to be present to breathe life and purpose into sustainable communities.
And one last thing, never forget, if you're 10 minutes early, you're already 5 minutes late.
Who's up next, Sylvie?
Pour notre dernier invité aujourd'hui, un chouchou de notre émission, récemment appointé leader responsable du développement durable pour le secteur minier Ring of Fire dans le nord de l'Ontario, Cheyenne Mitra.
Welcome, Cheyenne.
Thank you, Brent.
5 years ago, the last time you were here, you were just about to embark on a Governor General's Canadian Leadership Conference tour. What have you learned since then? What's changed since then?
Well, before I answer that question, I have a recommendation. The two young leaders who were up here before, I think we should send them to the 2016 Governor General Leadership Conference. But going back to your question, a lot has changed since I was in the conference. I was really nervous going into the conference, but I was proud of myself for staying open and being vulnerable through the process. The conference really served as a catalyst to help me grow, develop, and learn as a leader.
So what would you say your key takeaways from the conference were, and how are you applying them today?
That's a great question. Really, there are three things. The first one that comes to mind is, irrespective of your knowledge, your educational background, if you don't build relationships, you're going nowhere. The second thing is, as a leader, you need to have courage. Courage to build an environment of trust. And lastly, leadership is all about bringing people together. People from the private and public sectors, people from labor, people from management, people from First Nations, and people from communities.
Cheyenne, not to put you on the spot, we have a little video of your interview with Fortune magazine for their Top 40 Under 40 feature that they filmed 5 years ago before you went on the tour. Can we roll that video? So that was a mistake. I think that was after you were appointed. That's the labor shortages we can't get good help. Can we just roll the next video?
Having grown up in India and being a new Canadian, I think one thing that I'm really looking forward to is learning firsthand from the communities that we'll be visiting and also connecting with Canada at a close level. My experience in Canada has been limited to the urban parts, so Northern Ontario is going to be a great opportunity. Further to that, the other part I'm really looking forward to is connecting with my team members, because in each one of them they're bringing in tremendous experience, and I guess they come from different walks of life, and this is something that I don't get exposure to on a day-to-day basis. So I guess those will be the two things that really stand out for me.
That was a great message, Cheyenne. We're just about out of time, but what does the future hold for you?
It's important to have a goal, stay committed to the goal, and hold ourselves first and other people accountable. My commitment to my team and myself is with my team and and myself is to connect with one person daily on a personal level. And here are the commitments from some of my employees.
Sure.
Bryce, les dernières impressions avant la fin de l'émission?
Throughout the tour, our group remarked on the power of relationships in leaders, in communities, and in Canada. The relationships among the 14 of us are strong. We also saw that sustainable communities have many different time frames. A naval mission may last months, a mine may last decades, and a First Nation time horizon stretch across time. Finally, we saw that there are multiple scales and types of sustainable communities: local, regional, provincial, national, global, and virtual. In many Northern Ontario communities, connections to local, regional, global, and virtual communities were apparent, but there was often less connection to provincial and national communities. Many leaders in the North felt that the power centres in the south of the province and across the nation were unaware of the realities in Northern Ontario. At the end of our journey, we felt that we'd only scratched the surface of Northern Ontario. We are very grateful for having had this opportunity. We would like to thank the conference chair, the Governor General, the Secretariat, and our tour coordinator, Colin Vickers, who assembled such a wonderful experience for us all. So Colin, if you can stand up. Madam Chair and Your Excellency, other groups have brought gifts for you. We had a weight restriction on our flights, so we couldn't bring those. But what we have tried to do is bring you the gift of laughter. So thank you, merci, Megwich. That's it for this afternoon's show. And if I can get the crew to put it all together to come up.